We find ourselves panicking, and then we start scrambling. Settling for red flags, anxiety sets in, no one's getting any younger, and you can never trust the pictures. Buying a house and dating, kind of the same idea. Hey everybody, I'm Elizabeth Peters with eXp Realty, and I'm a realtor here in beautiful Northeast Florida. Today I'm going to compare buying a house to dating and how they're probably more alike in ways you haven't thought about. Here are my 6 ways buying a house is just like dating. Number 1 is self-evaluation. This plays a huge part in the process of buying a home and dating because there are a few things you have to consider to determine if this is even something you're ready for. Having to move around every few years can be daunting. So maybe it is time for you to go from renter to homeowner, from single to officially in a relationship. Some questions you should be asking yourself right now are, do I have the time and patience to tackle something like this right now? Am I ready to settle down? How's my career going? If it's going well and you have financial stability and a dependable income, then perhaps you'll be well on your way. But there are additional costs you'll need to plan for if things get serious. Do you have a financial cushion for moving costs, furniture, or even utilities? Better to play it safe and stack up on your savings. Number 2 is the search. Your search could very well start online. You're scrolling, reading descriptions, and trying to find the best avenue to help you navigate your search. Try not to be distracted by all the fluff. Of course, those pictures were taken at the very best angles and the very best lighting. Descriptions are going to be carefully worded to attract a certain vibe that's perhaps a little more flashy than what's actually the case. You'll look for the flaws because let's face it, some things are real deal breakers. Maybe you can't decide if you want a fixer-upper because you've had one of those before. You might get lucky and find what you're looking for really quickly, but it could also take some effort and patience. Number 3 is that you might want the help of a wingman. In the dating world, your friend can be your wingman. In the real estate world, your realtor is your wingman. Trying to handle something like this on your own can be uncomfortable, especially if you have no clue where to begin. So having someone there for guidance and support and to completely hype you up in front of the listing agent would be very useful in this situation. If you're unable to find a wingman, you can usually achieve this by searching in online groups and social networks. It's a pretty saturated market for wingmen. Next, for number 4 is competition. You might find yourself in a frustrating situation because your specific area is low on suitable options. You don't want to rush and force yourself to settle for something that's not going to be a right fit. So you then hyper-focus on certain qualities that are very popular and similar to what everyone else is interested in. So what's going to make you get noticed when this happens? You've got to put your best foot forward to stand out, and this all depends on how prepared you are and what you can offer. And then there's the perfect fit. You finally found the one you were interested in, you acted without hesitation, and it worked. Maybe this was something made from scratch. Now there's this wonderful, solid foundation built, and you are ready to commit. New construction homes have that brand new, fresh feeling, just like budding romances. Just like budding romances. So now what? You've got to propose with a really sweet deposit that shows you are serious about this. You can think of the deposit like it's an engagement ring. It's basically saying, I'm serious about this decision and here's my proof. And then finally, number 6 is all the recon you're going to do. You'll reach a stage where you're going to get really nosy and start asking a lot of really hard questions. How much work has been needed here? Was the last person happy here? Why did they walk away? Does this really fit my lifestyle? You'll need to do some digging to uncover any flaws. This will be your biggest reality check and will test if your love is real. Because let me tell you, it's the home inspector's job to be nitpicky if you have a good one, and they will make note of everything. So the decision you're going to need to make is whether or not you're okay with moving forward even with all of the imperfections, or maybe there's some problems here that you just won't be able to live with. You can decide to back out, take back that engagement ring, because you can no longer keep that promise. You'll grieve that loss for a little bit, and then you come to the reality that you now have to start your search all over again. Like dating, buying a house can be a deeply emotional experience that starts off scary and then exciting with multiple disappointments, necessary teamwork, and lots of problem solving. If the thought of homeownership brings feelings of excitement and maybe a touch of worry, then your heart and your head are in the right place. So what do you think? Did any of these hit home for you? If you're considering a move to Northeast Florida, I would love to be a part of your journey. If you have your sights set elsewhere, I'll be happy to connect you with a solid agent in that area. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the like button below for me. If you have any questions or would like to add to anything I've said, feel free to leave it down below in the comments or send me an email at elizabethtalksjacksonville@gmail.com, or consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, Elizabeth Talks Jacksonville. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, or check out my website by clicking on my link tree down below. Stop by and say hey, I would love to hear from you. I'm sending you all the good vibes in both your home search and your relationship search if that's where you are in your life. I certainly had fun comparing these similarities and hope it was a fun watch for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you next time. Until then, happy house hunting.